Hi, this is Autodidact, and in this video I'll be sharing with you 4 simple PC tips that might come in handy. Alright, without further ado, let's get to it. Tip number 4. Do you know that you can use emojis, Emojis and Symbols in Windows 10? Emoji, if you don't know, is a popular Japanese emoticon style made up of Japanese characters and grammar punctuations. To use this feature, simply hit Windows key and period or dot, and boom, here is the emojis, emojis, and symbols. This might come in handy, so go ahead and try it yourself. Tip number 3. Shake it to minimize or restore cluttered app windows. If you are viewing or working with multiple windows on your desktop and you want to minimize all windows but leave one window you like, you can quickly do this by grabbing the top bar of your chosen window and shake it like this. As you can see, all the other windows are minimized aside from this one, the one you grabbed and shook. If you change your mind and you want to bring those windows back to your desktop, then just shake it again, and there you go. Tip number 2. Copy multiple times and select which copy to paste. Since the beginning of copy and paste feature in Windows, normally you do cut or copy and paste one at a time. Let's say you want to copy this photo and then you found this phrase and copied it. But you forgot to paste the photo you copied just before you copied the phrase. So when you do paste, the last one copied will be pasted. In this case, the phrase we copied will be pasted. And now you have to go back to the photo and copy it again just so you can paste it. But started in Windows 10 October 2018 update, you are now allowed to store a running history of items that you've cut or copied and paste any entry one after the other. To be able to do that, you first need to turn the switch on for clipboard history. In the search input box on the taskbar, start typing clipboard or just clip, then click on clipboard settings. Now turn the switch on and that's it. But I want to turn this off again because I want to show you the quickest way to turn the switch on. Here we go. Now press Windows logo key and V. Then just click on the turn on button here. Now let's try copying the photo again and then copy the phrase as well. Then paste it. As you can see, the last one copied is pasted. But here's the coolest part. To paste the previous copies, just press the same keys you used when you first switch on the clipboard history. Press Windows logo key and V. Cool, right? Now you can select which of these copied items you will paste. But in this case, we will select the photo. And there you go. Now you can start copying all you want and later choose what you want to paste. Sometimes you might come across with a situation where your Windows 10 PC is running too slow or some weird stuffs are happening or a virus is making havoc in your computer system that really annoys you. And the only solution you can think of is to reformat your computer and reinstall the Windows 10 OS. But the big problem is you don't have an installer. Aside from that, you're not that techy type of user where you can easily tweak your personal computer. Well, I might be able to help you in that because our tip number 1 is reset your Windows 10 PC easily by yourself. Now to do that, in the search input box on taskbar, type reset this PC and hit enter. Now here on the settings window, you'll find recovery. Underneath it is reset this PC. Now if you're not techie, the only requirement you need here to continue perform the setup is at least you can read to be able to follow the instructions ahead, which I have no doubt you can. And don't worry about the instructions, they are all understandable. Now start by reading the brief description here. It says if your PC isn't running well, resetting it might help. This lets you choose to keep your personal files or remove them, and then reinstall Windows. Okay, so this is what we're looking for. Now click on the Get Started button, and here you have 2 options. Click here if you want to keep your files, This will remove all the apps you installed and all the settings you set or configured. Or click here if you want to remove everything. So this will remove all your personal files, apps, and settings. Now let's say you want to keep your files. So let's go ahead and click on the first option. And this is it. All you have to do now is to click on the reset button here and follow the instructions ahead. Alright, now let's try the other option. I'll cancel this one and click the Get Started button again. And now click on the Remove Everything option here. Now we have additional settings here, and the current settings says just remove your files. This is quicker but less secure, and remove all files only from the drive where Windows is installed. To better understand the settings, click Change Settings, and here we have Data Erasure and Data Drives. On Data Erasure, the less secure here is only referring to your files that will be removed, which can then be possibly recovered easily. Now if you are going to switch that on, the process will remove your files and will clean the drive, but it might take longer time for the cleaning to be finished. That's the only downside I can see here if you're going to switch that on, but I'll recommend you keep the switch off. But it is always up to you if you don't mind waiting a longer time. On the other side, we have data drives, and by default, this will remove all your files only from the drive where Windows is installed. Now, if you are going to switch this on, the process will remove all your files from all your drives. Now, if you don't know what drive is in your computer, here, let me show you. I'll go ahead and open a file explorer. Now, notice this letter C and letter D here. These are your drives. So now you can call it Drive C and Drive D. If you plug in your USB flash storage, a Drive E will be added on the list. Or if you currently have Drive C, D, and E, then a Drive F will be added on the list if you will plug in your USB flash storage. Now going back to the data drives, if this is off, the process will remove all your files only from the drive where Windows is installed. So normally Windows is installed here in your Drive C. If not, then look for a drive icon that has Windows logo. If that logo is on Drive this icon, then your Windows is installed in your Drive D. Alright, now if you're going to switch this on, the process will remove all your files from all your drives. So if you have personal files you saved or stored in Drive C and Drive D, and then your USB flash drive or external drive is currently plugged in, then all data in those drives will be removed. Now if you're satisfied with your settings, then all you have to do now is click on the Confirm button. Now you can click on the Next button, and finally click on the Reset button and follow simple instructions ahead. Also, if you want to start fresh with a clean and up-to-date installation of Windows, there's another feature here called Start Fresh. This will simply reinstall an updated Windows 10. It's similar to the first option here. The only difference is that it will first connect to the internet and then get the latest Windows update. So it is important that your PC is connected to the internet to be able to continue the setup. Now on the More Recovery options, there's a link here that says Learn how to start fresh with a clean installation of Windows. Now click on here and a window will pop, and just click Yes. And here is the fresh start. Now take a time to read. After that, click on the Get Started button here. Again, take a time to read. When you're done reading, click the Next button. And here are the apps that will be removed. Don't worry if you can't remember all these apps, because a list of these apps will be available on your desktop right after the installation is finished. Alright, now click Next. And this is it. All you have to do now is click on the Start button and follow the instructions ahead. Okay, so those are the PC tips for today. Like and subscribe if you like this video. I will share more PC tips soon. Thank you for watching this video, and I hope you learned something new today. If you like this video or my channel, please don't forget to subscribe and click on the bell icon so you'll be notified for new uploaded videos. Just a quick note here, if you have questions in your mind or something to say, please don't hesitate to type it down on the comment section below, because I will be reviewing all the comments and I hope to help you.